So is it worth it, the Asuka, compared to all the other brands that are out there? Well, it's quite a different Sherman. I have built it. It's the rounded hull that's been cast. A lot of them on the market are obviously the sort of welded sort of hulls. It's an expensive model. It's got a lovely detail, but there's no interior on it. There was no metal barrel, which is a little bit of a surprise. There's only the one tank crew member, which is this fella. It's nicely moulded. The filler's probably more to do with sort of me. Not a bad face. The tracks as well, it's just the rubber. You can see there's a bit of flash on the end of them, which doesn't help. I'd have thought for the money you'd have had single tracks or even metal tracks maybe. Detail in that, there's quite a few parts to it. Just seen a bit of flash on it that I need to get off. There's no engine or interior. I think it comes with PA. So in the box, instructions are all in. It isn't really as polished, I don't think, as Tamiya, but I think the kit is better and more detailed. I don't know if it's more accurate. I'm not really into that sort of thing, but it's all in these bits, so you just have to put it together. But you can sort of see from just building the 50 cal just how many different little pieces there are. There's an awful lot of stuff that's still left. There's just tons of the stuff. What I found was to sort of just highlight the sprawl letters, made it a bit easier. Like there was 2 J's, and they do say what the difference is, but it is hard work. I've even got a sprawl, but it's still in cellophane. Comes with a small amount of PE. There's the sort of grommets, the rubber grommets that you sort of get with Tamiya. They're just white in this instance. Just based on the one tank, the China Clipper, that was sort of in Normandy, and I think it sort of fought through into Brittany as well. It comes with some quite nice value gear, resin stowage, with some with sort of the hats on, with the helmets on. Again, it's got some instructions, but it's a bit of a free-for-all really, as to where you want to put it, whether you want to put it in the box or you do your own research. You've got some Tamiya colours that you can choose to, and how to clean it up. But as you can sort of see, there's an awful lot of Japanese sort of instructions with it. But you do sort of get the gist of what you're trying to sort of achieve. Do I think it's worth it? I think because of the shape, maybe yeah. There's quite a lot of the other hull on the market. I was going to modify it. I've decided not to. I'm just going to build it as the China Clipper now. Hopefully that sort of helps a little bit if you're thinking of buying it. It is expensive, but it is a different sort of kit. I think it could be better. I think for the money there should be different things in it, but there isn't. And unless you want to go and spend even more money on this kit with the aftermarkets, then you perhaps won't get the sort of detail that you was expected with some of the other sort of manufacturers. I've never built Ryefield and things, but maybe look at the alternatives.